All right, Hollow Hooligans, strap in because Andor Season 2 just dropped its first 3 episodes, and wow, it's a wild ride through Imperial thefts, awkward weddings, and farm life that's anything but idyllic. Spoilers ahead, so if you haven't watched yet, maybe grab your popcorn and come back later. Or don't. I'm not your mom.
Star Wars tales spun in her lair. Witty rhymes bounce through the air. Skeleton crew takes flight tonight. Wild theories in the neon light. Hollow hotline, catch the wave. Raven's theories you'll crave. Lightspeed rumors, no delay. Join the chat, let's hear her say.
So, we open roughly 4 years before the Death Star goes boom, and Cassian Andor is off stealing some shiny new Imperial ship with fancy energy tech. Meanwhile, his friends Bix, Brasso, Will, and the adorable droid B2EMO are hiding out on Mina Rao, a farming planet that's way more lived in and less Snyder-esque than that other space farm flick you're thinking of. But peace? Ha! The Empire rolls in with inspectors ready to ruin everyone's day. Brasso's off chasing Will, who's gone all love-struck and disappeared, and Bix is left alone with an Imperial lieutenant who's got very bad intentions. Yep, Andor just dropped a scene of attempted sexual assault. A brutal reminder that the Empire isn't just about blasters and bad haircuts. It's about real, ugly power abuse. Bix fights back like the badass she is, hammer and all, but the fallout is brutal. Brasso gets taken out, B2EMO's left behind, and Cassian arrives just a bit too late, blasting his way through the chaos. Meanwhile, Cassian's jungle adventure on Yavin 4 is, well, let's say the Rebel Alliance is still figuring out how to be a team. They're squabbling, paranoid, and basically a hot mess until a rhino-like alien monster crashes their party, giving Cassian the chance to escape in the ship no one else could fly. Oh, and there's an extended game of Star Wars rock, paper, scissors that's surprisingly hilarious. Because nothing says galactic rebellion like childish games in the middle of a crisis. Now, let's talk about Dedra Meero and Cyril Karn. Yes, those two are actually a thing now. From icy disdain to awkward cohabitation in a stark Coruscant flat, their relationship is the most painfully relatable thing in the galaxy. Dedra's mom, Edie, drops by for a visit, and it's like watching a Sith Lord's version of Meet the Parents. Dedra lays down the law with a do what I say or no visits ultimatum that's both hilarious and terrifying. Meanwhile, the Empire's cooking up a plan at the Malthine Divide with Director Krennic and Major Partagaz. They're worried about optics. No Death Star yet. So they want to keep the rebellion under wraps while forcibly relocating the Gormans, who make the galaxy's fanciest spider silk. Dedra suggests a classic Imperial move. Stir up a little rebellion to justify a brutal crackdown. Because nothing says peace like manufacturing your own enemies. Back on Chandrila, Mon Mothma's daughter Leda is getting hitched in a wedding that's equal parts lavish and loaded with tension. Mon Mothma's guilt about arranging the marriage is palpable, especially when her cousin Vel and her old friend Tay show up. Tay's financial woes and veiled threats add a delicious layer of political intrigue. And spoiler, Luthen's agent Cinta is lurking nearby, ready to turn the party into a crime scene. Mon Mothma's wedding continues, but the party's just a cover for some serious scheming. Tay's last moments are, let's say, uneventful thanks to Cinta's discreet driving skills. Mon and Luthen's scenes are the emotional core here. She's the idealist drowning in pragmatism, and he's the ruthless realist who reminds her that sometimes you have to burn a few people to save the many. Meanwhile, Cassian reconnects with Clea, who warns him off Mira Rao. But of course, he goes back anyway. Because what's a rebel without a death wish? He arrives just in time to save Bix and Will, but Brasso's fate is sealed. The episode ends on a high-stakes note with the rebels blasting off to safety, leaving behind loss and heartbreak. Ready to save the galaxy and your wallet? Dive into the Parody Planet Store universe where laughter is the ultimate power. not the dark side. Picture this. You're at a cosmic party, and the universe throws code Raven your way, like a galactic Gandalf offering 10% off. Why join forces with Darth Vader's Sith Lord Vape pen shirt? One puff, and you've officially joined the cloud side. It's only $19, but with code RAVEN, it's the cost of a Jawa trading your sandworm jokes for spice. Or slip into a Star Wars dark coffee unisex tea and experience the Jedi Order of Cups, Cups of Joe, for the same out-of-this-world price. Order now and may the savings be with you. These episodes aren't your usual Star Wars popcorn flick. They're slow, smart, and unafraid to get dark. The assault scene? Brave and necessary. This is John le Carré with blasters, not James Bond in space. If you crave lightsabers and laser duels, look elsewhere. But if you want a gritty, grown-up rebellion story that shows the real cost of freedom, Andor Season 2 is where it's at. Ready for more? Hit play, smash that like button, subscribe for more Andor Season 2 filled with snark, and grab your rebel gear at bigbadfandom.shop. Stay snarky, Hollow Hooligans. Raven out.
Star Wars tale spun in her lair. Witty rhymes bounce through the air. Skeleton crew takes flight tonight. Wild theories in the neon light. Hollow hotline, catch the wave. Raven's theories you'll crave. Lightspeed rumors, no delay. Join the chat, let's hear her say. Jedi myths and super spy.